Hello, welcome back to another Let's Draw and Let's Talk. I think we're going to go a little bit longer this time around, and I am continuing with the tracing drawing. I'm just tracing over using the carbon paper and imprinting our refined drawing back onto our sketchbook so we can color it, we can ink it really nicely, and we can color it, and then move on to the next thing. You can see a correction I made on the hand too. So, that's just something you can do and use the tracing paper for, or the carbon paper. You don't have to be so literal with the lines that you make. As long as you're, I don't know, maybe like 90% in the ballpark. 90, we'll say 95%. Give you 5% leeway there. But yeah, I think I was looking up the history of Van Meegren, and I was right in that he was sentenced and he never did any jail time because he had a heart attack. Apparently, I guess he had a heart attack after being sentenced. He was only meant to do 1 year, though. That's crazy, isn't that? It's like he got away. He got away because he never went to jail. He got away with it, or maybe he didn't. Maybe it's all a matter of perspective, however you want to view it. But yeah, that was from. That was from inspired from the show Fake or Fortune, which I hope you guys have had a chance to look it up and view it. It's a phenomenal show. I love the forensic aspect to it. Yeah, art and science combined. Why should those two things be so different, anyways? It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's listen a little bit.
One faker in the 20th century who left all the other fakers standing. His name was Han van Meegeren. And believe it or not, he conned the art world out of about £65 million in modern money.
Wow, so a very successful faker.
And it's possible that the picture we're going to see now is by him.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Man, okay, all right, let's see. So yeah, I want to get you guys invested in watching this show with me so we can talk about it. But it's so funny how he just tricked all of those respected individuals. I mean, can't even imagine. And some of his works are still out there, I think. Oh yeah, he just said 21 of his fakes have been identified, but more are out there. Who knows? Somebody out there has a fake. It's sad, but not that sad, but kind of sad. I mean, when you spend like $100,000 on a painting, you better be sure that's my painting. That's the right painting. Take a drink of my drink. Let's see. So it looks like I got done with the trace over here. Very good. Very good indeed. It looks so fun. It looks so clean, you know? Oh, look, I kind of fudged it up on that little spot right there. I don't know if you can see that on the hand. Gotta start all over. Nah, don't do that to yourself. This was the best part, because once you get the drawing down, and even though you've traced over it and gone over it, you get to add a bit of calligraphy. and that's the beauty of inking, I think. It's not just going over the same. You can have the same line weights and same. You can in fact keep the same line, consistency of line weight. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez Louise. But it's always nice to have some amount of pressure and give and take, just tapering of lines. Like, that's fun. That's just, and it's kind of meditative in a way. I like to think of it as meditative. A lot of people do. But it's difficult whenever you get into the groove of drawing for a purpose, because then you start to get outside of that meditative state. At least I do. You know, and I love studying traditionally and practicing traditionally. And there was a time when I was, I couldn't remember the sweet spot, I guess I'm going to call it. It just felt like every moment was a moment of reflection, in relation to the subject I was drawing, and how that drawing was going to relate to the person or the figure, and then how it was also going to relate to people and create a connection. And I think that's what most art is about. It's creating that connection, establishing the relationships between people. Yeah, and a big aspect of drawing, and drawing traditionally, is establishing relationships between certain aspects of the subject. And you can take that, and you can take traditional methods, transpose them into other realms of study and practicing crafts. And you can find that it's not just a matter of building relationships within drawing, it becomes a matter of building relationships within everything. And that's the tool that drawing allows us to cultivate. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so needed. Also, it does allow you to be creative. Allows you to be, in touch with those other aspects of humanity. But yeah, it definitely has value. I don't know if people can see that. But it's like saying, I don't know if people can see the sun is a sphere. Back in the day, they didn't even think that the sun was, they thought it was like some god, or, certain cultures did. And so it's just because they didn't know, they didn't have that information. So if you don't have that information on drawing and painting, then of course you're not going to understand the aspects of art. Yeah. I know a few people that would say, oh, I don't understand art. And that's okay. No, not everyone has to. But don't turn around and make it an issue of it's worthless. Like, that doesn't help anyone. That's just creating a negative stigma, negative vibes, and absolutely nobody wants that energy. So we have to learn as a people to be more compassionate with the aspects of knowledge, because not everyone's going to have the knowledge that we do, and not everyone's going to be privileged enough to have learned under a living master, or gone to an atelier, or learned at a different school, or traveled across the ocean to explore art. We're just working with what we got. And that's all we can do sometimes. Anyways, don't want to get too preachy. I'm just looking at the video and remembering those choices of line weight, and just taking my time and being like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if I mess up. Will I start over again? Probably not. I had already drawn this thing like 1, 2, 3, for 5 times. Draw the same drawing 5 times. What's that saying about don't fear the man who studies 10,000 kicks? Fear the man who studies one kick 10,000 times. I think there's truth to that. I feel like it's relevant here as well. Yeah. You don't want to draw the hands one time and expect to be good at drawing hands from every single point of view, every single vantage point. With fundamental knowledge, it can limit your amount of errors, but it's still going to be a pain if you're trying to invent something that you have no earthly clue about, especially if you've never experienced it before. So drawing it over 5 times, that was no big deal for me. I got something out of it, something different out of it each time. That's another thing that I hope you guys can do, is learn to get something new out of each and every experience, no matter how mundane, no matter how drab, and no matter how lifeless it seems, because there's always something to be taken from it. You just have to rely on yourself, trust in yourself, that you have cultivated the tools in order to observe and recognize those things, in order to observe and recognize that you can grow from those things. It's the same skill as learning to see those relationships and find those parallels. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. We'll stop for what? Let's start it over. Wait a second. No, it didn't. Was this? Oh, no, this is the same video. Okay, we can go a little longer. I'm sorry, my bad, everybody. Oh man, I remember thinking, I love thinking back on atelier training and just watching the instructors, as their hands would fly by during the drawing, and just seemed like they made each of their drawings a nice little rhythmic dance with their hand. Jeff would describe it as swordplay, and I can see that. I can see it. It's exciting to think of it that way too. But it's this wonderful back and forth of pressure, and here I don't really demonstrate that because it's not painting. Painting and drawing in general are more akin to those aspects, because you have tactile notions that are executed with inking. You're very deliberate, and you can have calligraphy, of course, with it, but I just feel, for me, right, in this example, like what I'm executing is not it's not the epitome of skill. It's not the, not the epitome, or maybe that is the right word. It's not the highest level of execution to demonstrate calligraphy with inking. However, it is a nice rhythmic dance. And with this particular drawing, I just turned the sketchbook, so that makes it easier. And you can do that with a sketch pad when you're drawing, or even a canvas. You might not want to try that with a canvas, but yeah, it became a nice little dance, almost as if you could see the similarities between the rhythmic elements of music and the way those notes would fall on the sheet music, and then in relation to the drawing, it's that same undulating undulating aspect, that same rhythmic occurrence, which was interesting to me, very fascinating. And you could see where things would crest or crescendo and then fall or plateau, or then they just rise, fall. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. All based on their indications of, or all based on their knowledge base. Talk about execution. Jiminy Christmas. Wonk. I didn't get too literal with that line. This one was easier. For some reason, I have a better time assessing the outside lines when I've predetermined an inside line. I can assess the outside line better, and that's probably because I am somehow intuitively gauging the space and the distance to the other, from the other line that I've made. I don't know. Maybe it's intuitive. Maybe it's not. It just, I know that's what happens. Like every time I do it, I'm just like, how did I pull that line? Practice. Intuition may just be some sort of ideal, and instead is actually just based around repetition of something. Oh, no, maybe not. Because I guess people can be intuitive about a situation that they've never experienced, and they just know what's going to happen, but then it seems like that would just be a matter of pattern recognition. Huh. I don't know. It's something to be explored by the philosophers of life. To be explored, to be shared. Let's see what they're up to in the show. Oh wait, hold on.
Heeft plaatsgevonden. Omdat hij natuurlijk de hele wereld heeft hij eigenlijk op de kop gezet. En als u nagaat dat hij gezegd heeft, als ze 10 jaar na mijn dood nog over mij hebben, dan heb ik wat betekend. We leven nu ruim 60 jaar na zijn dood en we hebben hier een interview over hem.
What do you think he would think now if he knew that even today his paintings are still causing arguments and disagreements? What would he think of all that?
Hij zou er nog steeds van genieten. Hij genoot er toen van dat hij de befaamde kunstcritici in de luren heeft gelegd. En dat zou hij nou nog steeds van genieten. Daar ben ik van overtuigd.
I have a picture here where your uncle's still causing trouble.
Devious man.
Do you think your uncle painted this?
Het zou mij ook weer niet verbazen. Want ik denk dat er nog vele schilderijen over in de wereld.
Huh. Wow, that's interesting. Oh goodness. What is this? Here, what is that here? Let's see if we can turn that off. Oh, no, that's the end of the video. Okay, guys. That's gonna be 5, 6, 4. Let's go 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. It looks like this drawing is almost done. I don't understand. Show, what is that? I'm checking. There's that information thing that's up there. I don't need that. How do I turn that off? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh guys, help me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, up to we just have 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and then look. See, I'm still drawing. You can still see, but that thing is mother. Okay, automated subtitles. Information. Mother. Okay, all right. Player ready with specifics about how he is ready. Keyboard keys, keyboard shortcuts. Nope. Wheel, mouse wheel. What is this? Volume. Yeah. Zoom. What is that? Fast forward. Nope. General. Auto resume setting. Yeah. Somebody, please help me out. Help me out, please. I just need to turn off the prompt before playback resumes. I got 2 minutes. Please, come on. Please don't do this. Please don't. What is that? What is that? Let's try that. I think I did it. Okay, that was luck. I was just pressing buttons. I was just pushing buttons, guys. So I hope you guys are drawing with me. If you're not, find something to draw. Pick something out. Oh, here I started assessing something. What was I assessing? I can't remember exactly what my next step was. I guess I'm just looking to see if I missed anything. As one does. And then we leave it with a nice long 1.5-minute shot of this character. The zebra brush, I believe that's what that was. Whoa, the lights just went out. Oh, that's crazy. Oops. That's a really good brush pin. If you can get those, if you can get your hands on one, get it. It's really inexpensive, but I can't find them here in Texas. I have to order them online. At least not in West Texas. You have to travel like 2 hours to go get these pins, or maybe even 6 hours. There's not even a city around for a 6-hour radius. Oh God. We have Hobby Lobby, we have Michael's, sure, but they don't have any of this stuff. They never have anything I need. Absolutely not. It is so frustrating. How many of you guys are frustrated with the supply stores? I'm not. I mean, I could care less. Who cares? Who cares really? How many of you guys don't care? I don't care. I care a little bit. Yeah, I kind of care. Because if there were better supplies here, then maybe it would up the quality of artistry. There are decent character. There are decent quality artists here. Why does that light keep going on and off? Oh, because I'm taking pictures. That's why. While I was doing that. Oh no. Yeah. Exactly. I can't wait to get to coloring this thing. So we'll do that in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.